How properties are sold in Malaysia. Ever wondered why some buyers get great deals while others overpay in Malaysia's property market? The answer often lies in the method of sale. There is three that I will go through today. The first would be the private treaty, second would be the tender, third would be the auction. Each has hidden advantages and traps. I'm Victor, your licensed property consultant and also a seasoned property investor and accountant by training. I focus on both numbers and strategy. When I explain private treaty, tender, auction, you will not just get theory but real life, real world insight I've personally seen in the field. Insight that you can make the difference between overpaying and securing a smart deal. And stick around until the end because I will share which method I recommend for first-time buyers and which works best for seasoned investors. That way you know exactly which approach fits your goals. First, we go into the private treaty. There is two. You view the two will be the primary sale or the secondary sale, or we call the subsale. This is a normal negotiated sale. You view the home, make an offer, negotiate the price and terms, sign the SPA, which is the sales and purchase agreement, and you pay the usual 10% deposit. There's these two types of private treaty. And primary sale is buying direct from the developer. And subsale or the secondary sale is buying from another private owner. It simply means a privately negotiated deal between a seller and a buyer, whether you're buying from a private owner or you're buying from a developer directly. So, the process in the private treaty would be you shortlist the units, whether you want to buy it from the developer or you want to buy it from the subsale. You negotiate the price, inclusive of the fitting, car park, and then you time it, then you sign the sales and purchase agreement, or in short, we call it the SPA. Then you pay the 10% deposit, you go to the bank, and you get a loan, and then your legal team will do the valuation and your lawyer will complete the SPA in the timeline agreed upon. So, the advantages of a private treaty would be flexibility in the price and terms. You have time to do due diligence. Next will be the predictable process, because all private treaties, you have to go the same order. So the disadvantage is negotiation can drag long because sometimes the seller do not wish to give you an answer quick enough. The risk of overpaying when you do not know the market, because in a subsale, the price can be up or low, you do not know where is it. Developer launches have fixed base price. You cannot negotiate. When developers set a price, you cannot negotiate the price. So those are the disadvantages. Next, we come into the tender. So these are sealed offers. A formal sealed bid process, often used for commercial asset, land, or high value property, like a hotel or a big piece of land. All buyers submit their best written offer by a certain deadline, and the seller will pick the strongest overall offer. So the process for the tender will be, the tender pack will be issued, the buyer inspect externally and arrange finance and submit a sealed offer in a letter. The seller reviews the offer. So what are the advantages? It's transparent and fast, fair competition, everybody submit at the same time. Seller have the flexibility to choose who is a better and who is giving a higher price. So the disadvantage is there will be no negotiation after submission. Upfront costs will cost with no guarantee because you have to do your own due diligence, you pay the lawyer, everything, but there's no guarantee you will get the property. Must accept the property condition as it is. Who it suits best would be seasoned investor, corporate buyers. Next, we'll have the auction or the foreclosed properties. When a borrower defaults, the lender sells the property via auction under the National Land Code 1965 or the LACA process. So this type, there's two types. One is by the High Court, and next, the High Court is called the non-LACA. You pay a deposit of 10% and then you have 120 days to settle the sale process. Then for LACA, you pay a 5 to 10% deposit, but you have only 90 days to settle. So the big catch for auction property is you usually cannot inspect the interior of the property before auction. So the auction process is you get the Proclamation of Sale, or in short, we call it the POS. And you get the conditions of sale. So what exactly is the POS? The POS set the terms, deposit, settlement period, vacant possession, arrears handling, etc. So you have to prepare a bank draft deposit. Then you will put a bid and the highest bid will win. It is an online bid. So you will see it. Then after you put your bid, the next 2 minutes you have time to think whether you want to bid and become the higher bidding. So you pay the balance in 90 or 120 days. So the advantages is discount potential. So many people think that in the auction you get very cheap property. Yes and no, because the first time that there is a discount, the price will be at market value. So you wait for the next time and the next time and the next time, then you start to go discount. So next is speed and certainty. On that day, if you are the only bidder and you win, and you get to buy the property. So the speed and there is certainty. Access to a unique stock means it's a different price, much cheaper, and many people will come and bid for it. So the disadvantage is no interior inspection, strict financial timelines, possible arrears, or sometimes there might be tenants or owners still living in there. Then lastly will be the emotional bidding. Sometimes you really want it because you have spent so much time researching. So no matter how the price would be, you want to continue bidding and get it. So who it suits best will be the seasoned investor with cash buffers. So for first-time buyers, private treaty, I recommend because it's predictable. For seasoned investor, a tender or an auction would be better. So I'm Victor, your licensed property consultant. I help clients buy property across Kuala Lumpur, Selangor, or anywhere in Malaysia, whether it's through private treaty, tender, or even auction. Contact me if you need any advice and my team will be in touch with you. So which method would you choose from your experience? See you soon in the next video.